Hey everybody, how you doing? Jason Stocks back with another video, aka the Sunnyvale Reject. Thanks so much for watching my videos. I know they're not all good, but hopefully I'm getting better. One day I'll edit them and surprise you all. Look, today I've got some really special series to share with you. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I don't have all of the books in these series, but a nice start to the collection. And I'm going to call this a book haul because I've only been collecting middle grade for about a year, maybe a little bit more, and all of these are recent acquisitions. Man, I'm having so much fun, and I'm really reading these books too. I can't wait to show them to you. So without further ado, let's just dig in, okay? How about this? The Woods Are Always Watching by Stephanie Perkins. The Woods Are Always Watching. Nice hardback. It's a new book. Yeah. She wrote There's Someone Inside Your House. Do y'all remember that? That was pretty good. So what does it say here? Bears aren't the only predators in these woods. Okay, yeah. And what we got here? Mine. Delilah Dawson. She wrote Camp Scare, right? I think she wrote some Minecraft books. Let's see. Man, I could have sworn she did. I may be wrong, but look at that. That's a nice cover, and it says it's spooky as all heck. Fiendishly creepy ghost story. Give it a shot if you like that kind of thing. The Nightmare Hour by R.L. Stine. A book of short stories with a very, very interesting cover. Look at those eyes. Enter the Scariest Place of All. Inside the Mind of R.L. Stine. Yeah, that had a ring to it. So that does it for the standalones. Let's dig into these series. I'll start with this one because I have all four. But this is Frightville by Mike Ford. Don't Let the Doll In. Yeah, that's embossed. Nice, thin book with a big font. This is 109 pages. You can read it on the way to Atlanta from Miami at the airport. You just pick one up and you read it to kill time on the trip. They're that quick and interesting reads. So that's book one. Here's book two. And this was hard to find. Maybe there's more of them now, but at the time I was looking for it, it was kind of hard to find. I could find the others, but The Curse of the Wish Eater. The Curse of the Wish Eater eluded me. Don't be scared. Make a wish. Okay? When Max finds the Wish Eater on Frightville's shelves, he knows he has to have it. The creepy, wind-up teeth promise to grant any wish. Max doesn't really believe it'll work, though. But there's no harm in trying. So you think. We got The Haunted Key. Yep. I love the colors. Yeah, it brings out the kid in you. It makes you want to read it. At least pick it up and, flip through it, and surely some sense of nostalgia will kick in and you'll give it a shot. But that's The Haunted Key. And here's the last of the Frightville books. This is book 4. This is Night of the Mask. And I can't say that's, an original concept, right? I mean, that's a common trope in middle grade books, it seems like. We got the ghost book, Mask. Was it Night of the Mask? I think there's 2 of them. That's Mike Ford. He's been around for a while. Knows what he's doing. Welcome to Frightville. One-stop shopping for all your fears. Bring it on. Okay. Y'all remember John Peel, right? Those Outer Limit books. There was 12. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 of them. He wrote an Avengers spinoff in the 60s, and I think he wrote the Doctor Who books too. But this is The Zante Misfits, The Outer Limits. This is book 1. Welcome to Reform School, Alien Style. The Zante have landed, but who or what are these creatures? The rulers of the planet Zante have found a solution to the problem of what to do with the undesirable misfits and dangerous malcontents who threaten their perfectly ordered society. Breath. Exile them to Earth. Oh, please. I don't know if this is book number 2, honestly, or not. I could look it up, but for some reason, it doesn't have a number there. This is the choice. Outer Limits. Do not attempt to adjust your brain. A case of kidnapping or rescue. Give it a shot. Find out. It won't take long. The Lost by John Peel. Book 4 of The Outer Limits. Nice cover. I like these covers. Brainwashed teenage zombies. They already won me over. Or just another day in the burbs. Stacy can't understand what's going on with the kids in her neighborhood. They just aren't acting normal, like my students. The closer we get to a holiday, the crazier they get. And then I have two first edition first prints that are still in the sleeve. This is The Innocent. This is book 6, The Innocent. Nice, fresh, crisp, solid copy with no flaws. Let me tell you. Okay, thank God. Not that I can see anyways. I was scared I was going to flip it over and there's going to be a big sticker on the book or a torn spot or something. Oh, but there you go. Nice clean copy of The Innocent, Outer Limits. And here's my last book in that series. This is The Vanished. And fairs and circuses and clowns, also a common trope, but because people have, I don't know, collective feelings about it, common feelings about it. Scary and wonderful. Yeah. There was 12 books in that series. Hopefully I'll be able to collect more, but they're getting harder and harder to find. I first heard about this next series on the Cameron Chaney channel. I think it's called Library Macabre, and he was talking about one book in particular and said that it scared the hell out of him. And he's a hardened veteran of reading horror, so it must have been really spooky. So I said, what the hell? I'm going to give it a shot, okay? I did, and then I started to order some more just based on the covers and then flipping through them, and they look fun and they look genuinely scary. So, without further ado, Spine Shivers. Look at this. The Screaming Bridge. Come on. That kid's terrified. And I don't know if that kid's a ghost or just surrounded by ghosts, but that kid is scared. This is The Screaming Bridge. 50 years ago, 37 orphans died when the bus they were riding plunged off the side of a bridge. Oh boy, that sounds bad. Now you already know what's going on here with those. That's the ghosts of the dead children, I'm sure. Spoiler. Yeah, this series was written around, what was it, 2018? Yeah, 2018 by Stone Arch Books. Yeah. Now look at this one. This is Fade to Black. Yeah, beautiful. Fade to Black. Mila Hun wishes she knew what to say to the boy she likes, so when her best friend Junie hands her a script with what to say, Mila is relieved. However, it doesn't take long before Mila feels like reality is escaping her. Oh boy. Okay. They droned on for a bit there, and the font is really hard to read. Look at that. I don't know what kind of script that is, but it's kind of hard to read. But yeah, look at that. Fade to Black. Nice cover. Nice big font. And the books are like, 105 pages, something like that. The Grin in the Dark. And this is the one that Cameron Chaney was talking about and said it spooked him. The Grin in the Dark. I'm not going to say anything about this book. Read it. Find out what happens. Put it in the comments if it's as scary as everybody says. Spine Shivers. Attack of the Mud Creatures up next. He's trying. He's got that fire in his eye. But will he make it? I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. When a mudslide devastates the nearby neighborhood of Winslow Hills, 15-year-old Grayson Bennett joins the cleanup effort, thinking he'll excavate some belongings and head home. No big deal, right? I'm guessing he excavates something else. Something sinister. Attack of the Mud Creatures. This is Spine Shivers. This is The Creature in the Crystal. Whoever's doing those covers was taking it seriously. Look at that. They were also having a lot of fun. That's nice. Yeah, that's a nice book. Listen, as a little kid, Val was intrigued by anything to do with the supernatural. So when her cousin Ronnie comes to visit for a long weekend with a book of spells, a Ouija board, and mysterious gems in tow, Val's curiosity reignites. But soon, Ronnie's fearless spirit and sense of spooky fun starts to haunt Val. And things take a turn for the worse. But what happens? We don't know yet. We're gonna. And here's the last one. Cameron Chaney said if you're going to skip one in the series, skip this one. But look, I just had to get it for the cover. We'll find out whether or not it's a bad read. And even when they suck, they're still kind of fun, So, look at that. Spine Shivers. Yep. 2000. Well, this one's 2016. So let's say Spine Shivers is between 2016 and 2019. Something like that. All right, so that's it for Spine Shivers. I did indeed save the best for last. Y'all probably know more about this than me. This came out around 2001, and they say it was a halt was put to it because of the terror attacks of 9/11. And they did a series, which I liked. I watched The Howler this morning. It's The Nightmare Room by R.L. Stine. There are 12 books in the series. I think I have 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8. Don't Forget Me. Look at that. Don't Forget Me. Don't Forget Me is book 1. Nice copy. Yeah. This is from Avon? Yeah, Parachute. Avon Books and Parachute. Yeah. Book 1. You hold in your hand the key to a shadow world of shivers and screams. Take a step away from the safe, comfortable world you know. Unlock the door to terror. There's always room for one more in the Nightmare Room. Here's book 2. It's Locker 13. Look at that. What do you call that reflective stuff right there? I can't remember. And I'm not the sage on the stage here. I don't know everything. I'm having just as much fun as you are. A kid in a candy store. Or a kid in a haunted bookstore, as it were. Yeah. Look at this. What's this about? Say hi to Luke. Today is not his lucky day. It's the first day of school, and he just got his locker assignment. Oh boy, we know what locker he got. He got locker 13. Lucky 13? No, not for Luke. He has just opened the door to the Nightmare Room. Another fantastic cover. This is book 4. This is Liar, Liar. Giving off them John Saul vibes for some reason. But I love that. I like the color schemes on all these books and that they're just having fun with the covers. Just having fun. Okay, so Liar, Liar. What's this about? That tall boy walking so confidently into the party is Ross Author. This isn't a surprise party, but Ross has a frightening shock in store. You see, at the party is Ross's identical twin. Shenanigans. Expect them. They're coming. Yeah, so that's the Nightmare Room. That's book 4. Here's book 5. This is Dear Diary, I'm Dead. Beautiful cover. Spooky as hell. But wait a minute. If she's dead, how is she... Anyway, that's Alex Smith rushing past you, hurrying home to check out his journal. Why? Because Alex has never written a word in his journal. But yesterday, a mysterious entry appeared in the book, one that told Alex about the future. Sounds cool? Give it a shot. If you can find a copy, that's Nightmare Room. This one, survived the deluge. I don't know what happened to it. It's not stained or anything. It's just bent up, and I tried to lay some heavy books on it, but it didn't work. It's book 7. It's book 7. It's The Howler. Still a nice copy. I'll read it. Find a kid at school to give it to, or donate it back to Goodwill. The Howler. Spencer Turner just purchased a cool new gadget called The Howler. It's supposed to allow Spencer to pick up the howls of ghosts and spirits. Spencer would love to communicate with the spirit world. He can't wait to see if it works. I bet it does. But I bet whoever he contacts is not who he was expecting. No, sir. We got The Shadow Girl. Book 8. Another beautiful copy. Look at that, would you? Shadow Girl. Book 8. Let's see. Take a look at Selena Miles, sitting in the park across the way. She looks bored, doesn't she? That's because she thinks nothing exciting ever happens to her. But Selena is about to find out a truth about herself, her real identity. That's it. Give it a shot. Nice book. Feels good in the hand. Good, big font, and I'm telling you, at my age, I just don't want to read that biblical script anymore that you got to really just have some serious bottle bottom glasses or a telescope to see. I can't do that anymore. It's not fun for me. Nightmare Room. Camp Nowhere. God. I love this cover. I was entranced there for a moment because it is spooky. It reminds me of something. I don't know. What is it? The Omen, maybe? I don't know. But Camp Nowhere. This is book 9. Yeah. It says, Russell is a little worried about summer camp this year. He's a senior camper, which means he has to go on the senior trip. It's a wild and dangerous canoe ride over Forbidden Falls. Some counselors tell a story about the senior campers who went over the falls and were never seen again. Camp Nowhere. Okay. I'll give it a shot. And here's the last book in the series. I just love this cover. It looks so much fun. Visitors. This right here is book 12. Nightmare Room. R.L. Stine. My God, he must. This was written in around 2001, right? He was always writing Fear Street and Goosebumps and short stories. Man, he was writing all the time. He wrote over 400 books, right? So while he was writing this, you know he was writing a bunch of other stuff too. How did he spread himself so thin? That's The Visitors. That's my book 12. That's the last book in the Nightmare Room series. And that is the last book in my middle grade book haul for you today. Listen, I'm honored that you guys are spending time with me and listening to me and looking at my books. And it is an honor to share them with you. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you. And I appreciate you tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Stay cool and keep reading.